Well, just dropped the kids off at their mom's. Getting ready to head that way. Fucking nervous. I mean, I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I already know what it is. I just hope it's operable. Last time it wasn't operable because it was so close to my jugular they didn't want to risk it. Which I understand. I would rather go through hell than be dead. So, this one's a little bit lower. Hopefully there's something they can do. I don't know. I'll hit you guys back up when I get there. Well, I'm here. Sad to say, I've been here so many times. I could have got here with my eyes closed. So I'm gonna go ahead and head in, check in, and then hit you guys back up. Well, I'm in the elevator. This is great. I did some work here at the hospital. Rearranged a bunch of stuff. almost got lost. So I'm gonna go ahead and get checked in. I hate this part.
Hi.
Hello. I have an appointment at 1 o'clock.
Okay, and what would your name be, please?
Alphonse Flores.
Okay, have a seat, and I'll call and tell him you're here.
Thank you. Well, I'm checked in and I'm in the office waiting on the doctor. Last time I was here, it was I believe his name was Dr. Chan. He was a pretty good guy. But apparently, I guess there's somebody who I think was his assistant at the time is now taking his place. So I guess we'll see. This is such a pain in the ass. Now, this is actually the office that I came up to and had chemotherapy on numerous occasions. And it destroyed all my veins. They never gave me an option for a port, which I didn't even know existed. I met my aunt up here one time, and her and I sat together and went through chemotherapy, and she had a port in her chest. And I was like, what is that? She was like, it's a port. I was like, what? She said, yeah, they put it in at the beginning. That way they don't have to keep using my veins. And I was like, are you kidding me? So after like 7 times and multiple stab wounds and destroyed veins, I don't ever recall them asking me if I wanted a port. I would have gladly taken that. They blew out the veins in my hands and everywhere. Everywhere that they could tap a vein, chemotherapy destroyed it. It is so hard now. That's one of the things I'm really dreading if I have to go through this again is the chemotherapy, because it just destroys your veins. And I don't have many spots left on my arms. It's been, it was a hell of a journey the first time. And I hated it. The side effects, man, the side effects. Taste buds, the radiation destroyed my taste buds. I couldn't taste certain foods anymore. Everything tasted terrible. I tried to eat ice cream after the treatments with the kids one time. I took them out, and it just tasted like frozen milk. I couldn't even taste the sugar. And then any like hamburgers were just everything was terrible. And then it destroyed my salivary gland, so I couldn't. It's still to this day my mouth doesn't water like it should. My ears, I have tinnitus now. My ears constantly ring, especially in a quiet room. All I hear is ee. So I'm gonna have to go through that again. The hair underneath. Oh, you can see the lump now. Look at that. Yeah, you can definitely see it now, but it took the hair away. So I didn't have to shave my neck, which I thought was cool. Save money on razors. I had central nervous system damage. My hands shook. It was hard for me to do my job. As a hobby, I used to shoot tattoos, and I couldn't do that. I couldn't draw. It was hard to write my name. There's just all kinds of issues with this. So they're coming in to check vitals. Hang on. Well, waiting on the doctor to come in. She come in, took my vitals. My blood pressure was sky high. was like 168 over, or no, yeah, 168 over 118. Shit. Shouldn't have had a Monster Energy earlier, I can tell you that. I don't drink them that much anymore. I am kind of jittery, actually, from it. It's amazing. But I got up early today, so I needed to wake up, and I don't like coffee. I think coffee's kind of gross. But just waiting on the doctor to come in. I hate this. This sucks so bad. But it is what it is. I gotta do what I gotta do. I don't have a choice. I'm not gonna give up. I mean, I wanted to last time. You have no idea. God, you have no idea. I didn't want to get out of the chair. It got to the point where the treatments had me so bad physically, I had to crawl to the bathroom. I didn't have the strength to get up and walk, but I bought my kids a VR right before all that went down, and I decided to get on there and try this game called Beat Saber. And I'll tell you what, that game probably saved my life, because I would sit in a chair at first and I was using my arms. I don't know if you guys know anything about Beat Saber, but it's a game where blocks come at you and you have these little handles that you hold, but in the game they look like swords, sabers, and you slice the block and it plays to music. And there's different levels. Some are easy, some are hard, and I worked my way up to expert and actually got some strength back, got some stamina back. It actually helped me get up out of that chair for real, because it's so much easier to play standing up. But when the doctor comes in, I will pop this back up. Coming in.
Hello.
Hello.
Flores?
Yes.
Good morning.
Hi.
Afternoon, I should say.
Do you mind if I record? I want to document
No, not
this.
at all.
Okay. I'll keep you off camera.
As far as Dr. Yandel, new doctor, to say hi to you, but of course,
All right.
taking some time to look through our records. Of course, we had been seeing you up to last year to follow along the issues of the head and neck cancer.
Right.
The last CAT scan and all was doing very well.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand, of course, that there's been some changes recently. What was going on now?
Well, I found another lump.
Mm-hmm. When did you first notice it?
Honestly, I noticed it about a month ago,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't. It was real small.
Yeah.
I was shaving.
But definitely has grown since then.
Yes, it has. So that.
Have you noticed lumps or bumps anywhere else?
No.
Good.
Mm.
How's your swallowing doing? Are things going down okay?
It's as good as they can after the last treatments. The salivary glands.
Sure.
So
But it's not changing like
No,
this last month?
no, it hasn't gotten any
Good,
worse.
good. Your weight's been holding up okay?
For the most part, yeah.
Now, of course, you had the CAT scan done. It is concerning. There is a area in the neck of what appears to be a new lymph node, not
Right.
one that had been seen previously. In fact, let's get you out here if we can. Now, the doctors have you getting any other tests or things scheduled right now?
No, just labs.
I gotta listen to you first. You breath in and out. Again. One more time. Good, good. And just a second, just breathe normal if you shall. Good. And we're gonna ask you to lay on back here a second and get someplace for your legs. There you are. And just a cold, ice cold hand on your belly here.
That's not good.
No, you're not doing too bad there. You catch this right after lunch, then our hands haven't got a chance to get too cold from washing. Good, good. And a 1, 2, 3, up you go. There you go.
Right.
And you can have a more comfortable seat there.
Alrighty.
Well, certainly what we're seeing and what you're feeling is very concerning. It can be a return of the cancer, or even in some cases we see new cancers show up, and in these types of areas.
Right.
But it's something we need to find out about, is what it comes down to.
Absolutely.
Now, it appears from the CAT scan that they should be able to do a biopsy of the one lymph node that's kind of near our hyoid bone, the small little bone in our neck here. It appears that that would be very accessible for someone like Dr. Brennan, folks that have done it before.
Right.
And obviously that will give us our answer as quickly as we can. I think it would be a good idea to put into place an order for the PET scan, anticipating that, you know, we're going to find some trouble there.
Right.
And even if we don't, if the biopsy comes back and say it doesn't show us cancer, yet clearly something's been going on,
Yeah.
then the PET scan will allow us to identify, you know, well, maybe it's a different area we need to biopsy to get some information.
Okay.
So it has a value to us. Insurances may tell us, no, we won't do it until you do the biopsy first. But hopefully we can get those things moving a little quicker than that.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, here, I'm gonna pull the room apart there. Much pain or discomfort going on for you now?
Just tightness, a little ache, and just tightness when I take a drink of things, you know.
Yep, or turn a certain way,
Right,
a little
right.
pull on it, good. So obviously, we need to find out what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
As far as if this is a return of the cancer, then the options may include things such as surgery or further treatments for it, but we don't know what to tell you about that just yet.
Right.
We need to see exactly what this is under the microscope to know what to advise you.
That's one thing I was curious about. Last time I had it, the lymph node was up here, and it was inoperable because they said it was so close to the jugular they didn't want to.
Correct.
And I don't blame them, but
Yeah.
This one is lower, so I'm
Correct.
hoping
so we
there
may
might
have
be a
different
chance.
option for
Right.
ourselves.
Now, does that still include treatments after, if it's operable and it's removed?
It all depends upon if it was entirely removed and what was found.
Okay.
In regard that there would be a risk assigned to you going, well, now that the surgery's done, what's the chance that cancer returns for this guy versus that guy?
Gotcha.
And so those decisions aren't 100% just yet. But
Okay.
if the cancer wasn't in its entirety removed, then we had very little indication to continue on with treatment after that.
Right.
So an anxious time, no doubt about it. Let's
Yeah.
find out what's going on.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back with you in a sec now.
So did you go to the St. Rita's ER, or how did you end up?
I have a family doctor.
Oh, your family doctor was
Yeah,
over there. Okay,
yeah.
all right. Wasn't sure how that all came about.
Yeah, I went last week, and he got me in for the high contrast CT like immediately that day. Actually, he put a stat order on it, and they got me in about an hour after I left his office.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yepper. Oh. Okay, so basically, I'm waiting on a phone call. They gotta make sure that my insurance is gonna cover a PET scan because they want to do the PET scan before the biopsy, apparently. But I'll be waiting on a phone call from them, and then I'll have to call Oncology office again, and then they'll get me in to do the biopsy, and it'll be confirmed or denied. So I still have a chance not to have it, thankfully. I guess we'll see. I'm gonna get out of this hospital and go home and eat real food while I still can. Because like I said before, after the radiation treatments, it's like having a sunburn inside your throat. You just can't swallow. So I'm gonna go home and smash on some food.
Oh, one.
I'll keep everybody posted. Thanks for watching.